Morning. Dr. Dina Churchill, innovator in health and wellness. And happy Valentine's Day. It's February 14th, 2020. For the last couple of weeks, we've been chasing around the moon. So every time the moon goes into a different constellation or zodiac sign, we've done a meditation to kind of focus upon those intentions. So today the moon is in Scorpio, so we'll do a little meditation around that. I thought I would just review over why we're doing these meditations. When you're in a higher vibration of love and gratitude, you're more easily manifesting your destiny. You're less controlled and manipulated. When you're resting in lower levels of consciousness, in fear and anxiety and resentment and shame, you can be easily manipulated and controlled. And manipulated and controlled by mainstream things like the media, the movies, medicines. You know, the masses are in this mass programming. That's why they call it TV programming. You know, we're being caught in this network. For example, they will tell you that there's been a viral outbreak, to entice and stimulate fear, but they didn't tell you that it was man-made and that your immune system is strong enough to handle it. They may say 2 buildings fell down and a war has been created in this particular place in the world, and what they forgot to tell you was that their own governments have been involved in that corruption. Or they may say there might be an emperor or a king to, rewrite the holy books, for example. But they forget to tell you that they've rewritten history. So if we are resting in fear, we're revolving in like an emotional roller coaster where we can't see beyond it. So by meditating and coming into a place of love and grace, it gives you a greater vision. So really that's my intention, is to help you understand why, to educate and inspire a greater vision. So thanks for being here. Jason, Jimmy, hi Jimmy. So happy Valentine's Day. Do you know where Valentine's Day began? Really years and years and years ago, centuries ago, with Constantine. So Emperor Constantine was a sun-worshipping pagan, and decided that he would combine the pagan traditions with Christianity. So he changed a few of the holy books and made up a few different rules, and with the help of, and then Lupercus in their pagan tradition was a wolf god. So they worshipped Lupercus because he protected their flocks of sheep. It was a big ceremony of, where they were sending away evil spirits and inviting in health and prosperity and fertility. So with the help of a pope around 490, they changed Lupercus into, Saint Valentine. So there you have it. An example of Valentine's Day is another example where Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, another example of where churches have kind of melded traditions and changed them as time has gone on. So Easter, for example, was a goddess, Istar. And she was changed into an egg-laying rabbit overnight. And now we have Lupercus into a saint. So in a Scorpio moon, we're catering to our magic and our mystery and our history. So there's a little history on Valentine's Day. So our mudra today is going to be a different sort of mudra. I'd like you to put your hands out front, straighten out your fingers, stretch out your fingers. And it's called the Garuda mudra. So all your 5 fingers represent the 5 elements: air, earth, fire, water, and ether. So this reminds us of our power and that our substance is really the same as the substance in the universe, those 5 elements. So again, crossing over at the front, and we're going to link our thumbs together. So this is like, with the shadow butterflies that we'd make. And the Garuda mudra, again, represents a mythical bird. And this mythical bird carried Hindu god Vishnu. So it was the most powerful of all birds and the enemy of all snakes. So this is going to be our mudra for today. Now, as we're coming down to the solar plexus, so the Scorpio Scorpio Moon, it represents intensity, intimacy, mystical, magical. So you'll feel things on a Scorpio Moon more intensely than you would any other time. I was really cranky last night when the moon came into Scorpio, because you're not only feeling love and desire and passion, but you'll also feel betrayal and jealousy and resentment on a very deep level too. So that Scorpio can come out to sting pretty quick. But so to cater to the tune of the Scorpio Moon, it would be just what I've talked about, to dig into the research and history and mystery, really, to get intimacy with another person, or get intimate with yourself, which is what we're going to do in this meditation. So the Scorpio zodiac vibrates or resonates with the solar plexus. So we're going to put our Gardia Mudra on our solar plexus in just a second. The solar plexus is just below your sternum, but a few inches above your belly button, your umbilicus. So this is the area we're going to be working. It resonates to the musical note E. It's yellow in color, and it represents the organs underneath, which are the digestive organs, large and small intestine, your liver over to the side, the gallbladder underneath the liver, the stomach, the spleen. So we're going to be looking at those organs. When this chakra is in balance, you have good digestion. You feel confident. You feel solid into your power. When there's, and you're digesting your food well, when there's problems here, an imbalance in that chakra, not only can you have indigestion, food issues, allergies, leaky gut, can give you allergies and food sensitivities, but mentally you'll feel off balance. You will feel guilty. You may feel worthless, not appreciated, because you're not standing in your own personal power. I was kind of feeling a little like that last night, actually. So we have to kind of come into a check ourselves and realize where our power and our center, our solar plexus is. And again, all these other chakras or energy centers on top rest upon this foundation. So let's do our Garuda Mudra. So right hand can be close, whatever feels good. Actually, I'm going to put my left hand closer to my heart. And again, tighten up your fingers. You're going to bring that down, close up your wings like this, and come just underneath your sternum onto your solar plexus. That's where we're going to be. Now we're going to use our oils, and the essential oils I'm using this morning are peppermint, so 1 drop into your left hand. Because peppermint is great for digestion. That's why I chose that one this morning. It's also stimulating. So stimulating the assimilation of our nourishment. And nourishment not just in food, but nourishment in thought, nourishment in education. And we're going to be nourishment in our soul. And the other oil I'm using is citrus blend, just because that reminds me of the sun, grapefruit and orange. And we're just going to mix those oils together, the tallest finger of our right hand. And we're going to just touch all the chakras that we've worked on, because we really want that solar energy to support those other chakras, right? So if you can put it skin on skin, but right at your solar plexus. And then you're going to put a spot of oil on your heart chakra, your throat chakra, and your third eye, and your crown. Okay, so that the essence of that oil just brings the energy and your attention upwards. And then you can just rub your hands together and smell the oils. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Rub them together, just get some heat. And then we're going to do our Garuda Mudra. So Garuda means eagle, right? So it's an eagle seal, because mudra is a seal. So this is a beautiful mudra. And we're going to just bring it down, close up our wings into our solar plexus. Now we're going to do some breathing exercises that are going to help us wake up that solar plexus. I want you to take a big breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now when you take that inhale, I'd like you to feel your hands coming out. So almost like there's a balloon in your belly. And as you inhale, you're blowing out that balloon, making your belly big. And then as you exhale, you're forcefully going to use your abdominal muscles to push the air out. So inhale big, forcefully, exhale. Okay, so we're going to do a few of these. Again, this just helps wake up that solar chakra. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we'll do a few quick exhales, but each time we're feeling our belly go in, 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 in. Big breath, swell out your belly, inhale, exhale, in. Good. Okay, great. So now we've warmed up that solar chakra. So the muscles bring blood flow to the area, and our breath and our intention, goes to that area when I have you to do those exercises. So this is a great way to kind of attach to that chakra. So we're going to come into our meditative position. Again, you're on your sits bones, so if you're in your meditation cushion, or you can do this in a chair, just make sure you're on your ischial tuberosities and that you're rocked forward. That puts your spine in a neutral position. If you're back on your tailbone, not only is it painful for you, but it's not aligning the energy chakras and your spine. The nervous system. So we're having our chin kind of tucked in, so our eyes are level with the horizon. Our shoulders are relaxed. We're sitting on our sits bones, and our hands are going to rest on our lap for this one. But before we start, we're going to do some gratitudes. So the Anjali Mudra is what we have been working on. So if you've missed these videos in the previous ones, we've uploaded them to my YouTube channel, Dina Churchill, so you can go back and look at them. Each one sort of builds on the others, so I'm skipping over some information really fast because I've already covered it. But the Anjali Mudra brings together duality of our existence, feminine, masculine, light, day, and we're holding our thumbs at our heart so we can attach to our intention and bring ourselves into gratitude. So I want you to think of, I want to say 4 things today that are that you're really grateful for in your life. Really feel that moment and feel that deep gratitude. Just take a moment, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, and find those 4 things that you're grateful for. When you're grateful, you kind of change, right? Your voice changes. You become lighter, and you may have a tear. You can feel your heart come up in your throat. It's a different feeling. It's a different vibration. So now that we're here in gratitude, I want you to think of a time when you were holding in your personal power. So think of a time when you felt confident, when you felt strong, when you felt honored and valued for your service. Just go to that time in your mind. So now we have gratitude for our personal power, right? We already have it. We're just going to expand on it in this meditation. So I'm going to slide to the side so you can focus your attention on the candle. You can close your eyes, and I'm going to talk you through the rest of the meditation. We're going to meditate for about 14 minutes. So we'll finish up at 8:30. I'll come back after 14 minutes and we'll close off. But listen to my words. Make sure you're in a comfortable position. Make sure you're warm enough. So if you need like a shawl or something, need a little sip of water or something before we get started, I'm going to slide off and I'll be right back. So you're forward on your sits bones and your ischial tuberosities. So you can rock back and forth and feel the weight on those bones. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your hands now are going to be palms facing up on your lap and relaxed. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. I want you to bring your hands just for a moment into that mudra position. So one hand is on top of the other, right at your solar plexus, just so you can feel your breath. Inhaling, as your breath expands, so does your belly. And as you exhale, your breath collapses. Your belly kisses your spine. And you're inhaling, growing that balloon in your belly, and exhaling. Through this confidence and mind-body wellness and your breath, you're able to assimilate nourishment better. We're nourishing our intestines with blood flow, with oxygen, and you're energized by delivering your creative talents. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. Feeling your abdominal rise with the inhale and collapse with the exhale. Continue that breath, inhaling, holding on the inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1, and then exhale. Inhaling and holding that breath for a count of 3, 2, 1, and then exhaling. So continue with that breath, because you will be feeling energized, rewarded for your service. You see that the opinions of others are simply a reflection of how you view yourself. So I want you to imagine you're sitting in a field, and you can leave your hands at your solar plexus, or you can bring them to your lap with your palms facing up. But you're sitting in a field where you can hear the ocean waves in the background. You're breathing in and out your belly, that salt air, into your solar center. Inhaling, exhaling. And the sun is shining down upon your head and your throat. Big breath in through your nose. Hold it, hold it, hold the salt air in your lungs, and exhale. But most intensely now, you feel that sun at your solar plexus. Just sit in that heat and feel that sun on your sun. Breathing it into your body. Breathing it in. Holding it in. And exhaling. You're matching the quality of the color and intensity of your inner sun, of your solar plexus, to that of the sun that's shining down upon you. Breathe in the light and the love and the goodness of that sun. Hold it in. And then breathe out your fears, your feelings of inadequacy. Inhale. You're more than enough. You're the sun. And exhale. And in this moment, you're sharing and reflecting the light of the sun. Inhale. Hold on the inhale. And exhale. So a few breaths and just holding that image of being in the sun and holding and inviting that sun, the intensity and the color and the warmth into your body. This is an affirmation you may want to say to yourself quietly. I am open to divine energy moving into every cell of my body. I'm committed to expressing my creativity, to accepting my responsibilities, and making decisions that are balanced and support spiritual growth. I'm strong. I'm powerful. I'm divine. Still as you're sitting there next to the ocean and hearing the waves, tasting the salt water in every breath and feeling the heat of the sun through your crown, through your third eye, through your throat, and into your heart chakra and down into your solar plexus, especially the solar plexus. You're breathing in, holding, and holding, and then exhaling again your fears. I'd like to read this poem by Virginia Satir. I want to love you without clutching, appreciate you without judging, join you without invading, invite you without demanding, leave you without guilt, criticize you without blaming, and help you without insulting. If I can have the same from you, then we can truly meet and enrich each other. I am me, and all the world, there's no one else exactly like me. Everything that comes out of me is authentically mine because I've chose it. I own everything about me, my body, my feelings, my voice, and my actions. My life is an exploration of me. Inhaling, holding that inhale. Remember to fill your belly with the light of the sun, the heat, the intensity, the color. And remembering our Garuda Mudra, our mythical bird, as I read Emily Dickinson's poem from the Chrysalis. My cocoon tightens, colors tease. I'm feeling for the air. A dim capacity for wings degrades the dress I wear. A power of a butterfly must be the aptitude to fly. Meadows of majesty concedes and easy sweeps of sky. So I must baffle at the hint and cipher at the sign and make much blunder if last I take the clue divine. Emily Dickinson. Sit for a few more minutes with those breaths. You have about 1 more minute to feel that sun coming through your crown, down through your body, The sun is what's joining all those chakras, and you can feel your personal power and foundation grow with the light of the sun. The sun provides nourishment. Nourishment to grow our food. Nourishment to grow our heart. Inhale and exhale. So I'd like you to change the position of your hands. If your hands are on your lap, I want you to go into your Garuda Mudra and put your hands on your belly. If your hands were at your solar plexus, move them back to your lap. For these last few breaths, you're going to feel the strength of your foundation. And you're going to know that you have this as a tool. If you're feeling unworthy, unappreciated, that you can go back to this meditation and find your strength. So slowly we're going to be wiggling our fingers and our toes. Maybe rocking slowly back and forth on your sits bones, just as we're slowly coming out of the meditation. Slowly rolling back and forth on the sits bones. Inhaling our shoulders to our ears and exhaling, allow them to fall. Maybe moving your head to the right and the left. And you can open your eyes whenever you're ready. There's no hurry. And we're rolling our shoulders back and up. Now we're going to shift to one side. You can have your hands, your weight on your lap. Shift to one side and then shift to the other side. This is a way of stretching through your belly and solar plexus, rounding your back, closing off your center, and then opening up your belly. Again, let's do that again. Shift to one side, back, shift to the other side, forward. Good. Excellent. Great. So I'd love to hear your feedback on how this meditation was for you and how the previous ones were. I've had really a transformation. I mean, I meditate regularly in my yoga practice, but it's a little different when I've had to sort of research and put together my knowledge of neurology and mind and body and acupuncture and astrology and yoga into a presentation. So it's really affected me on a profound level too. The day we did our third eye, I had a slight headache. The meditation for throat, I had laryngitis. Then the heart chakra, my lungs were congested. So this morning I'm waking up with our solar plexus. I was either expecting, indigestion or a gallbladder attack or something. But anyway, it didn't come. I'm happy to say, things seem to be finding their way through, working through. But as you go in deeply to unleash old fears and resentments, you will have physical symptoms. To just work through it and acknowledge it and be grateful for it. It helps bring it to your awareness, and you can better then deal with it and heal with it. So if you've missed any of the previous meditations, I would just encourage you to have a look at the YouTube channel, Dina Churchill. You can subscribe and then you can get the recent updates. Again, love to hear your feedback. The next meditation will be on Monday, and it'll be in the morning, Monday morning at 8 a.m., the Mercury goes retrograde in the evening. So I thought best to have it in the morning, and hopefully we'll be able to kind of get the meditation through without any technical difficulties. But again, I'd love to hear from you if you want any of the resources that I may have mentioned. I haven't mentioned too many today. The music that we're listening to is 182 hertz. I'll post that in the Facebook link. And again, you can feel free to join us on the YouTube channel. So I just invite you to take this solar energy and power with you now throughout the day. Know that you can always come back to that place, and even just putting your hands there to bring attention to your power. Remember your Garuda Mudra. It's the eagle that rests in your belly with the wings closed, but ready to sort of fly out into a new awareness at any time. Any telephone booth or closet, you can find a place to take a few breaths and center yourself and align your chakras. So I'd invite you to reach for the stars, envision and achieve your personal best, and most of all, enjoy the journey. This is Dr. Dina Churchill signing out. Namaste.